Are you hungry yet?
No.
No?
No. Are you?
No.
Sometimes you say you're hungry this early in the morning.
Well, most of the time when I get hungry in the morning is because you make me hungry.
Oh, because I talk about all this.
She starts talking about food like all the time, and that's like the worst thing to do when somebody's fasting. But
well,
I'm just joking.
It's time to fast.
It's time to fast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day one.
Day one, Monday, January 8th, 2024. What's that thumb?
I don't know. Let's give it a little dilly bow.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that before either. We just saw a weird little thing pop up on our screen. So welcome to day one of our Fast to Fabulous challenge.
Yeah, we were talking about this, and you know how we said Monday, starting it, but your fast starts on your last meal. So if we started it yesterday, it would have been started Sunday, your last meal.
So when's the last time you ate any calories?
I had an orange at 7 last night.
Okay, so that's when you started your fast. So, but for today's purposes, for you watching this video, we weren't able to go live this weekend, had all kinds of stuff going on. However, we're going to let you know that when you're doing the fast challenge for the next 3 days, it's basically 72 hours from your last meal. The last time you consumed any calories. When you see this video, just put that down as the beginning of the 72 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Because we all are different time zones. We're going through different lives. We're choosing a different fast. So we can't say an exact time. I mean, we can give a frame of reference. Like, I plan on mine to be like 5 o'clock tonight for my start of my 72 hours. I could have started it already. It could have started 7 a.m., but I'm still deciding whether I want to do black coffee with it. And I had a little bit of coffee, not too much today. But,
so let's talk about the different types of fasting then.
Okay, good idea.
Okay, so there's a straight water fast. There's a water coffee fast. People do juice fasting. People do intermittent fasting or time restricted feeding. And so Deb and I are doing 2 different types of fast. Deb is going to do the water fast.
Yeah. And I haven't decided whether I want to do the coffee with it yet.
Okay. And I'm going to be doing the intermittent fast where I eat in a certain time window. So Deb's not going to eat any food for the next 72 hours, for the next 3 days. And she's only going to consume water and electrolytes. Now, we need to talk about that because if you're only doing a water fast,
you need electrolytes.
You need electrolytes. And you can get electrolytes at the store. You want to stay away from Propel and the Gatorade. That's full of sugar and full of caca. You don't want that.
And you can't have that on your fast.
You can't have that on your fast because it breaks your fast. Keep in mind, anything that you put in your body that has calories is going to break your fast. So the whole idea with the fast, even if it's intermittent or it's water, is to not have a spike in your blood sugar and keep your insulin levels low. That's where the magic of a fast actually happens. That's where you start getting all the health benefits. So when you're doing the water fast, you do need to make sure you're drinking plenty of water and stay hydrated. But what the electrolytes do while you're in your water fast is they help the water actually get into the muscle or into the cell, I should say. And you know, if you are just drinking water and you don't have your electrolytes, you're not being hydrated. There was this lady last year here in the Valley of Fire. It's this really cool place here in the desert where it's like gets really super hot. You know, we live in Vegas, right? And she had lots of water, but guess what? She died because she had no electrolytes. So she was drinking water and her body was just flushing everything out and it depleted her of all her electrolytes. So if you're drinking your water and you're doing the water fast, electrolytes are so crucial.
And you have a recipe. Didn't you have a recipe
that
you can put down below?
Well, I'll put down a recipe down below, but the basic recipe is lemon juice from a lemon, water, and pink Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt, a pinch of that, right? So I'll put that in. So the lemon doesn't break your fast if you're doing a water fast. And the pink Himalayan sea salt has the minerals that you're going to need, potassium, magnesium, and that sort of thing to help your body stay hydrated, okay? So that's really important. Electrolytes are so important if you're doing a water fast. There's like, you know, you're going to have hunger pains, you're going to feel hungry and all these things. But if you don't have the electrolytes, it'll be even worse. It'll be like, oh my God, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much like the water fast end of it. That's what Deb's going to be doing.
And I'll take a picture of my electrolytes that I have. You have other ones you can buy at Sprouts. I guess Whole Foods, of course. I don't know about Smith's, but I'm sure they have it too.
So the key to the electrolytes is no sugar, no corn syrup, nothing in it. The only thing I would say probably would be okay would be stevia, because stevia doesn't break your fast. So if you want to put a little bit of stevia in your lemon water and your salt, you could do that. Lemon juice, stevia, and salt. That's homemade, healthy electrolyte drink.
Yeah.
You don't have to go spend a lot of money. It could be super cheap and super cheap to do it that way.
And you don't have to do the stevia either. If you
No, you don't have to do the stevia. I've
heard different things about the stevia. I don't think it spikes your blood sugar.
No, it doesn't.
Somebody told me before that you shouldn't have that on fast, but
well, everybody's got their thing, but I know for a fact, everything that I've read, stevia does not cause an insulin response, which means that your blood sugar is going up. So stevia does not do that. Okay. Next is the intermittent fasting. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing for the last couple of years, actually. That's helped me really I feel amazing when I do it. So you have a couple of different options with the intermittent fasting or the time restricted feeding. You can go 12 and 12. So we're talking about eating for 12 in a 12-hour window and not eating in a 12-hour window. Or you can go 8-16, where you eat for 8 hours and you don't eat for 8 hours, right? Or you can go 24, whatever you want to do, right? So you got to figure that out.
What do you do?
I do
6?
I do the 8-16 usually. That's usually what I do, or I'll do.
You have a 6-hour window.
Sometimes I have a 6-hour window.
18 hours.
Sometimes I have an 8-hour window that I eat in. And basically
it doesn't mean just gouging yourself on anything you want in that window.
No, it doesn't. That's one of the drawbacks from intermittent fasting that people talk about, that you get so hungry that you eat too much at one time, which isn't necessarily true. I don't do that anymore. I try not to. When I break my fast, I usually have a couple protein shakes when I'm working out. Then I come home, I have a large meal, and then I have like another protein shake. But here's the real trick with the intermittent fasting is it's not that difficult. You just need to remember, if you could do this, don't eat anything 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. Okay? And then you're sleeping for 8 hours, right? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Say it's 4 hours before you go to bed. That's 12 hours that you're not eating any food. Then you wake up the next morning and you don't eat anything for another 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
So boom, there you go. That's what.
And I know that seems so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part for people
is not eating as soon as they get up.
Or if you have a habit of eating at night, it might be challenging for you not to eat before you go to bed.
But that's the biggest thing that happened to me when I first lost weight, when I lost those 100 pounds many years ago. I stopped eating at night. That big habit change alone helped me immensely.
Seriously, that is the number one thing that will have the biggest health impact on your life, is stop eating 3 to 4 hours before you go to sleep.
Yeah. You sleep better.
And here's why. Here's the science behind it. When you eat food and you have food in your stomach, it takes a lot of energy for your body to digest that food. Yeah. All the blood goes to your intestines and it has to digest and do all that. Here's the thing. Your brain is greedy for energy. And when you sleep, that's what your brain wants. Your brain wants that blood up into your head so it can repair. It can get rid of all the amyloid plaques. It can go through your proper sleep cycles. So if you notice, you stop eating 3 or 4 hours before you go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, the brain fog will go away. You'll feel refreshed and you'll feel good. And then you just go a few hours without eating, maybe drink a cup of coffee. That's what I do. I drink a cup of coffee. I we do our readings, we do a little bit of walk, I go to the gym, and then usually I break my fast around 9. So my eating window is I start eating around 9 and I stop eating before 5.
Yeah, and who wants brain fog anyhow?
No.
You feel sluggish and you're just like, and then all of a sudden you wake up. It's so much better to wake up like vibrant and
Right.
alive.
So just think about it. I'm working 9 to 5,
Yeah, there you
right?
go.
Like Dolly Parton, right? 9 to 5 to stay alive with your intermittent fast. That's
so
my window.
easy. Like, who can't do that?
You're giving your body 8 hours to consume energy, and then you're giving your body 16 hours to rest, recuperate, and use that energy that you've given your body efficiently.
Yeah, because we've gotten, this culture has gotten so used to just eating, drinking, anything, any time of day, anything you want, and it's not good for us, for our bodies.
So the intermittent fasting, the time restricted feeding increase discipline helps your body get into a circadian rhythm. We all have rhythms, right? So like we all have sleep patterns, right? And our body wants the same type of patterns for our food and calorie intake as well.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, a little TMI here, but if you get on this rhythm with your body and you get these cycles going properly, you'll wake up in the morning at the same time. You'll go number 2 at the same time every day. And you'll want to be going to sleep at the same time every day. And a lot of that is regulated by how you eat, when you eat, and what you eat.
Totally. Yeah.
So
who's ready? I see some people watching.
we can't see your
If you're
comments,
gonna join
unfortunately.
us, please, say, I'm ready. I'm going to do the intermittent fasting, or I'm ready. I'm going to do the water fast. And if you have any questions, reach out to Mike or reach out to me, or just put them in the comments below.
Right. So we're going to see, we want to hold people accountable on this, right? We want to hear your experiences. How you're feeling.
What exactly you're doing.
Does it suck? Let us know. So
headache.
each day make a post in the group. You can do a video or you can just make a post. But keep us updated. We also have a chat. Yeah. I'm going to put this video in the chat. If you're not in the chat and you want to get in the chat, you're going to want to get in there because we'll be talking in the chat in real time throughout the day. Deb and I will be there to answer questions for you.
But start out your homework today with which fasting you're going to do.
That's it.
And what time you're deciding that you're going to start your fast,
okay.
If you haven't already.
So what fast are you going to do? And what time did you start your fast? That's your homework for today. Make a post and let us know so we can help you achieve the next few days here that we're going to be doing this. It's only a few days.
I'm going to try to put the car on because I'm cold.
All right, so we're going to get out of here. Go ahead and message us if you have any questions. Again, the chat group is going to be amazing because you'll be able to see what other people are doing and all that other good stuff, okay? We'll see you tomorrow on day 2.
Happy fasting.
Happy fasting.